Hello and welcome back to Hill and Ponton Social Security Disability Blog. I'm Natalia Jofre, the Social Security Director.
And I'm Shelly, the Senior Social Security Attorney.
So we're talking about continuing disability reviews, which means you've been on benefits and now they're going to evaluate your case to see if you should continue to be on benefits. And one of the big hot topics are triggers.
Yes.
So we talked about everyone's going to get reviewed. And we said it's not a matter of if, but when. But there are certain things that you can do or that can happen that are going to trigger a review. So there's several.
Sure, definitely.
Big one,
working.
That's the biggie. That's
Earnings.
a huge red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's complicated, Natalia, because you know as well that, under Social Security law, you're allowed to work as long as you don't go over that SGA level that we've talked about in previous vlogs. However, at the same time, those earnings are reported to the IRS and then they are reported to Social Security. So if someone is earning close to that SGA level or maybe even half of that SGA level, it's really up to Social Security, but it could still be a trigger to review the file even if it's not over.
Yeah.
But if it is over,
for sure you're going to get reviewed.
Definitely a review.
Because then they're going to look at, can you work, any work. And this is what we always tell people. Any work can prompt a review. Mm-hmm. So SGA, first of all, substantial gainful employment. Okay. We know that the acronym doesn't match up with the words. It's just the way it is. So, then the other thing is that for the most part, SGA is supposedly like $500 a month gross, which isn't a whole lot of money.
Right.
But people say, but I stayed under that. Why did they review me? Well, then they look at how many hours are you working?
Right.
What type of work are you doing? How much are you making an hour? Could you maybe make an effort and work a little bit more, increase your earnings, and then not have to be on Social Security at all? So what I tell people is, unless you're prepared to actually return to work, or you feel in good conscience that this really is likely going to lead to permanent employment, then if you don't think that, then maybe you shouldn't try. And I hate to say that, because here's the thing. I see sometimes people that are really struggling try to work.
Right.
And then it doesn't work out. They knew it wasn't going to work out. They knew that they weren't going to be able to do it, but we see this a lot around the holidays. Let me try and kill myself for 2 weeks to scrape together $400 or $500 so I have Christmas money, and then I'm going to be on my deathbed the rest of the month, but at least I had money for the holidays. And Social Security is not going to take that into consideration. They're not going to say, well, we know that you were trying to get money to buy presents for your family. They're going to just look at, listen, if you were able to do it in December, then why can't you do it in January, February, March, and the rest of the year?
Right.
So that's the kind of thing that they're looking at when they're evaluating work. I guess the bottom line regarding that is any work that you do could lead to a review, period, no matter how small the amount.
Yeah, I think that's a really good rule of thumb. And if you're willing, if you know that I can work a few hours a week and I can manage to make $100 a month or something, as long as you're confident that should you be reviewed, you could go before a judge and say, look, I can't work more than 5 hours a week. It's literally just something that I can do for that amount. Then that's fine. But you just have to know that you're going to have to be able to explain why you can do that work and not more work. And like you said, exactly what you've been doing, how many hours a week you're doing it, and if it's going to continue.
And you run the risk of the judge suspecting that maybe you could do a little bit more. Right. And not be on benefits altogether. They want to make sure that you're not keeping it under that level on purpose.
Definitely.
Yeah. There's more to talk about regarding work and different options that Social Security has. So we'll keep talking about this. But if you have any questions in the meantime, give us a call or visit our website.
Thank you.